If we had a general election like today or tomorrow, or you get the idea, if we had a general election today, who would win? Nobody would win. Not one person would win because everyone's so cross. There are four main party leaders. You've got Keir Starmer, Sir Keir Starmer. You've got Kemi the Badenoch. You've got Ed Davey and Nigel Farage. All four of them have negative approval ratings. That means we don't like anybody at all. So if there was a general election, I think Reform might have the most seats, but they won't have anywhere near enough people to form a government. Now, the Conservatives say they won't be friends with Reform. So Reform wouldn't be able to make an allegiance with the Conservative Party unless they did. The Labour Party might be able to make friends with, I don't know, like the Greens or something, or this other Labour Party or whatever. That's not going to be enough. So we'd just have a mess, this kind of hot mess in the Commons, and nothing would get done, and there'd be bickering and argument, and it'd be horrid. How did we get here? How do we get to a point where everybody hates everybody? The first thing I need to say is that I'll tell you how we got here. It's really clear. It's one word. It's COVID. COVID got us here because we had to spend all the money in the world to stop people from dying, to stop people dying in the NHS. We had a load of money in the NHS, stop people dying at home because they wanted us to go out there, wanted us to go to work, so we had to give them some money that they didn't earn, but they would have earned, and so we had to give them money, and then just everything was so expensive. And some things weren't that great before then either. So we've run out of money, but also our need has got greater. The amount of money we've got to spend on helping people has gone down here, and our need for help has gone up here, because there are still long COVID people suffering with long COVID, they're still knocking around. Schools, when schools stop working for like 2 years for most people, the people who would have gone to school those 2 years do other things. Now, some people, my children, what a rigid regime of education they had. We had politics lessons and then politics lessons, and then they'd go away and do their own politics. It was really good. Different people had very different experiences. So now we're seeing more antisocial behaviour. We're seeing more shoplifting. We're seeing the police need to spend more money. So we've got health spending more money, police spending more money. We've got a rise, and it's not just the pandemic, we've got a rise in people who are aware of their special educational needs, or whatever you want to call it these days. So education's got to go up. We've got more police and more arresting people, which means we need more people in the courts. And then the courts send people to prison. You've got to pay the Justice Department more. Everything is more expensive, and all the money's run out. So that's the key reason behind everybody hating everybody else. Should we start from the top? Yes, Keir Starmer, Sir Keir Starmer, our Prime Minister. He was elected to the Labour Party. The Labour Party needed a new leader after Jeremy Corbyn, and Sir Keir Starmer said, "I am your socialist candidate." Those aren't his exact words, but he had this like pledge card, and he was like, "Oh, we're going to do all these things." Bit by bit, in opposition, he dropped them all. Drop, 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 drop. So he was then in a position to be sent to a party, Labour as a centre party, and they positioned themselves very, very clearly and very, very explicitly as not the Conservative Party. They had some missions. I knew about their missions. Maybe you knew about their missions. I don't know. But their one word policy, change. They didn't say what change. They just said change. And then they allowed everyone to vote for them because they weren't the Conservative Party. That's why everyone voted for them. Are you Conservative? No, have a cross. They got this massive majority. But then they got in and no one knew what they were going to do. And the first thing they did was take money away from old people. And then they talked about taking money away from disabled people. And then they're going to keep not giving money to poor children. And Oh, we're going to spend more on defence. Why are Labour taking all their money from poor and disabled people? That doesn't feel very Labour to me. And they've had a backdrop of Palestine, everything was going on there, and they've now come to the point where they say, we absolutely condemn everything that's going on in Gaza. Everything in Gaza is terrible. We've got to stop it. Also, we're going to carry on selling F-35 parts when we know they are used to bomb Gaza. Everybody hates Keir Starmer. Everybody hates Labour. A while back, they had this vote about welfare reforms, and they had to literally change the vote in the middle of the vote. They changed their plan, and it was embarrassing. Their MPs don't like them. The voters don't like them. These are tough times to be a prime minister. These are tough times to be in government, but you are. Of course, it is not just Keir Starmer everybody hates. It's not just Labour everyone hates. Everybody hates the Liberal Democrats. Everybody hates the Conservative Party. And everybody hates reform. Part 2 of this video is going to be out in a couple of days. But if you're watching this in a week's time, it'll already be out. So that'll be there for you. You should probably like and share and edit. No, don't edit. Follow, like, and share. Because everybody hates people who don't.